Hi, welcome to The Spice Guy. Hope you're all well. What have I got in front of me? You're thinking, this is The Spice Guy. Well, as you may have read in my blog, and I'm hoping you have done, we all love baked beans, but let's be honest, not everyone does. Some people love them, some people hate them. But in my family, it was loved. It was loved so much that we would eat it with chapatis, rice, everything, because it was a ready-made dish in itself. And to be quite honest, I do love it with sausage, egg and chips, but that's a different story. So, how are we gonna make these lovely baked beans more tastier? Well, there's another box in front of me. And in this magic setup box, we have some spices. Now, you will have been hearing me talk about the spices that I have, the spices I use, the spices that I ground. Well, for a limited time, if you book onto my cookery class, you will get one of these for free. Now, within this little box of tricks will be obviously the tub and 7 different spices. We have chili powder, turmeric, cumin, raw cumin in its raw state, chili powder, coriander powder, and a little selection of 3 basic spices that should be in every household: cinnamon, clove, and star anise. Right then, let's take these spices and let's create some magic. Let's turn this into something that's not just baked beans. Let's get started. As I've said earlier, I'm going to try and keep a lot of things simple, and you'll notice there's a bit of a pattern forming in what I'm doing. 3s, everything in 3s. And there's a reason for this. For some bizarre reason, the trio of dishes or trio of ingredients seem to work. So in this instance, it's onions, chili, and garlic. So we're going to start off with a touch of oil. Now, you don't have to use spring onion. I'm using spring onions because I've got them at my disposal. However, you can just use only onions, that's fine. So again, touch of oil, just so it allows everything to start frying away. Dare I say it, I'm making a very quick curry. We're going to put in the chili and the garlic, and that goes straight in. This was a dish that was made for me by my family, but I've adapted it and added a little bit of a spin on it and turned it a slightly Italian turn. In with that is some spring onions. So we're just going to let that soften away nicely. What a lot of cooks and chefs and TV celebrity chefs and all these people fail to tell you about spices and herbs is that when you cook with it, or roast with it, or fry with it, and the way you chop it, the way you slice it, changes the flavour. If you chop garlic in a certain way, if you slice garlic in a certain way, it gives off a different flavour. And that is the same theory with spices. I'm now going to put the spices directly into the pan, and we're going to cook them off first. That adds a whole robust flavour. It literally brings the flavour out of these spices and changes the dynamic. Now, if I were to put the spices directly into the sauce, that gives it a more subtle flavour and a different taste. So I'm going to directly put the spices directly into this pan while this is cooking away. So again, we're going to start with turmeric. Now, as I said, and I keep saying, turmeric is powerful. You only need touches. So with a tin of beans, I'm going to put less than half a teaspoon. That's it. Subtle flavour. The next I'm going to put in is some coriander powder. Now I'll give it quite a lot of this, 2 heaped teaspoons. Now, the next one I'm going to put in is ground cumin. Ground cumin and coriander are a match made in heaven. They absolutely love each other. Now, some people and some families actually have cumin and coriander mixed together, which is called dana jiru, which means coriander and cumin. But I like to keep it separate because I like to keep hold of it. Now, I'm not going to make this quite spicy because there is already chilies in here. So obviously I have got chili powder in here, but I'm not going to use it. That's that done. 3s. We've pretty much done things in 3s again. So I'm going to give this a bit of a stir around, let that do its magic, and we'll just leave it be for one moment. It's dry frying in here, and it's, again, as you can see, it's creating a whole different flavour. The crew that are in here right now are either A, choking, or they're just enjoying the flavours. It is quite pungent, but that's because it's releasing all the natural oils, all the natural flavour. It's bursting out. There's a big, massive rave going on this plate. So what we need to do now is we need to calm it down. We're going to calm it down with the, you know what, the magic stuff. So I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit because I want the heat there. And you're going to have a nice bit of sizzle. going on. So this is a perfect meat-free dish. Lots of fibre and part of your 5 a day. Because apparently now it's not 5 a day, it's 7 a day. But like I will be saying to you all, eat sensible. Now as you can see on this side here, I'm just toasting off some ciabatta in this lovely griddle pan. Because we're making cheese, we're making beans on toast, not cheese on toast. So I've just toasted a little bit here. And as you can see, this is just bubbling away, lovely. And again, the reason why I cooked the spices off, because had we put the spices in to the sauce, it would stay quite raw and you have that floury taste in your mouth. So it needs to cook down. Again, spices need to be cooked. You can't eat spices raw. Well, you can, but it's best if they're cooked through. So I'm going to take a bit of garlic, take the ciabatta, and I'm going to give it a bit of a rub on each one. There's one done. Another one, and I'm going to rub the back as well. Why not? Let's get it rubbed all over. We all like a good rub. That's that done. So as you can see, that's bubbling away nicely, has changed colour. Now at this point, again, like I said, if you want it hotter, add more chilli. If you want to add some more onions, because you like onions in your dish. Again, there's really no set recipe guide. I'm putting you in the right direction. You just need to change your gears. Simple as that. So I'm going to put on some olive oil, and I'm going to finish off with balsamic vinegar. So this has been cooking away for a good 5 minutes now. As you can see, a lot of the moisture has gone out of it. You can see it's sticking to the edges, around the edges there. Yeah, scrape that all in. That's all the gnarly bits, that's all the flavour in there. Get that into the pan, okay? Get all that lovely flavour in. And we're just gonna dish up. So here's my plate with a bit of garlic and olive oil. And now, I'm gonna spoon that on the top. There's a couple of chilies in there which I've just seen. It's not done yet, folks. We're going to finish off with a touch of rocket on top and a bit of balsamic vinegar. Because we've got the olive oil, the garlic, the rocket and the balsamic vinegar. A match made in heaven. I really hope you get to make this dish yourself. So folks, please see the description down below. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please have fun. We'll see you soon. You see how much turmeric I put in? You watch these programs before. Put it in, and I'm going, whoa, what are you doing? It's like, ah. Oh, cut. I lost my rocket. So, let's create some magic. Create some magic. Oh. I'm good. I'm good. Is it picking up all the white hair? Not white hair, but the fluff. Is it picking it up? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Put your comments down below. Look at the directory. I hope to see you soon. Said it wrong. The directory. What is it? I did a third one in. What is it? Description. Please see the description below. Sign to my YouTube channel. Sign up to my YouTube channel. Subscribe. Try again. It's all right, fine. One more.